Let me just turn this light on real quick. Eh. What up? What up? What up? Anyways, I know people have been asking for me to do live, so I'm just gonna come on here and just hopefully talk about this podcast at the same time. Get that in. Want to show you one of my new songs. This one we kind of just did real fast, so you know what I mean. But I need that honest opinion. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's not, let me know so I can put it out. But for the most part, I want to get on here and talk about this new podcast and let you know what I'm trying to accomplish. Oh, G Hustle, man. Shout out to you, man, for that 9.99. And hey, shout out to you, big dog. What's up, big dog? Oh, Joker, saludos, Cornell, Compton in la casa. Hey, you see in the description, man. Let me know what city you from. Vodka, whatever, hood. Let it be known, dog. West, dog. I'm not even gonna pay attention to you. Just one of those. You ain't even got a profile, dog. So you're just another weenie wolfing. And that's another thing. Like I'm gonna try to keep it positive, but at the end, it's like, what have you really did? Like to be honest, like what have you did, dog? I'm already 43, dog, and I've been walking around everywhere, and ain't nothing happened. So I just now we trying to figure out who's the fraud. That's you, West Up, or whoever you are. Utah 801 in the house. That's right. Hey, it's funny because I just was talking to a producer for a beat. I know homies have been trying to get videos out, so I've been trying to like in their area try to figure out. And there's a dude in Utah that's shooting videos right now. I'm waiting for all his prices. If he has to come to LA, then it's 5, but I think it's cheaper where he's at. K Royal Films, what's up, man? Hey, that's an A for everybody that's K Royal Films, another dude that shoots good videos. He did my last one, me and my boy Risky Rich. So yeah, if you need that, man, go ahead and get at him. But he do be booked up, so try to get that in as soon as possible. Smooth Bullies, Utah, yep. That in the third podcast looks legit. Yeah, hey, the podcast, it's Zah's vision. I might change the vision part because there's a lot of visions now. Like when I first started it, Wanda's vision was the only one, and then there's a lot of other ones, but we're trying to. I tell you, even though extra, what's up, Yuval? Hey, the whole thing we trying to accomplish like right now, and this ain't to like but you got No Jump, you got a few other podcasts that are like the outlets, but when it comes to like that double S, and don't get me wrong, we're not just putting in that, but there's a lot of them that don't get no shine. Now stupid, they going stupid right now, but ain't nobody covering it. West Up. Dog, you looking for attention? I'll give you attention if you want, dog. But it's just being honest. Like I've been on here for a long time and ain't nothing happened. It's just, I mean, you waiting for me to hit 50 before you try to get it? I don't know. You wasting your time, dog. What you should do is if you got kids, go take care of them, or go get punked out by your baby's mom. You one of them dudes I was talking about when your mom raised you wrong. They raised a whole cake. But anyways, Compton, LA. Hey, I'm still waiting for him. Like I know I said like to avoid like the to respond, but he can stack bars. I won't lie. The homie he can stack bars, but it's like when you're dealing with Los Angeles, they ain't really trying to hear metaphors except the ones that's into that. Like I'm into bars, so if you stack bars, I'm for it. But yeah, I'm waiting for Rest to spit that, even if it ain't in response to Bozo Bam, you know what I mean? It's just to put it out there, because you see with the Mama Sly, that shit hit 1 million. He should, but I'm sure he got other things to do. So, but yeah, if I was him, I'd put it out, especially just to catch that little buzz again and then go. Damn, homie, it's your first live, and I'm in it. Yeah, dog. Hey, you see, I've been shot to the gulag. Hey, there's a lot of people. There's some dude I forgot. He said something about being in the projects. I mean, shit. I've lived in the projects. I lived in the Noms. I lived in the fucking Terabellas. Like these are all valley ones. You know, I grew up in hood housing and shit. You know what I mean? So there ain't no shame in that. But nah, we're not in the projects. We're in Palmdale, and this is the shed. So, and it's a spot that we don't really use, but to stack shit in here. So, you know, and the studio, that shit costs a lot of money. You know what I mean? To like try to line it up. So we just use it just for the podcast. JC. It's meant to be whatever. Ricky. I don't even. Oh, hey, if I was you, like I said, I would put it out there, dog. There's a lot of homies that got real talent, but they ain't getting no shine because you ain't getting on no jumper unless you build a little buzz or a little controversy or looking to start some, you know what I mean? Which no shot at him, but Zavision, we finna cover everything, dog. I don't care if it's politics, but we gonna try to bring people on, like, you know what I mean, to introduce them. Hopefully they'll get some shine out of it. I know somebody mentioned the little plants in the bag. That's Christmas shit. Like, I swear to God, when you're dealing with Base Mom, she got every Christmas, Halloween, all that. You know what I mean? But I guess that's the shit you're older. What's your take on C-Mac, homie? I'ma just be honest. Straight out, like I know a lot of dudes are, hating on him, but it's like just to be brutally honest, how many cats actually show up for their DP? Like, the homies, you ain't got no choice, but even them, there's a lot. They come to places like Palmdale, Lancaster, and they hide in obscurity because they too scared to go get that. And ain't none of us bigger than the program. Like, so I give them that. And the homies ain't kicking you in the face, ain't doing none of that. But when you got a DP coming, it's like you don't never know which way it's gonna go. You can really get it. I give them that. I tell you that. New York Uptown was good, bro. What's up with it? But yeah, like even showing up for a DP, it can end any way. None of us are beyond it, but it's like even at my age, it's like you got something coming. It's like you got to go handle it. And I give him that he handled it. People are like he was lifted by putting his face up on the thing. I think he was just letting people know, like, look, I did mine. When you mess up, you mess up. You got to handle you got to handle your wax. Now there's a lot of cats on there right now that's talking about it, but they're looking for attention. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, how do we know he did this? It don't matter. He ain't from 5'5". So it's like, that's on his homeboys to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Vicky's town. That's what's up. Minnesota. Hey, what's up, big dog? Yeah, but man, you know how it goes, dog. How many times, you didn't see homies go up under them bunks in Wayside and get beat the hell up in the county? LA County, you remember it was brutal. Like if you had something coming through, it blast you be thinking you can get a simple ass up and feel that still up and you. It's just, different strokes for different folks. Who filmed C-Max DP needs yeah. Hell yeah. That's a no-no. Like that's a no-no. And how you seen cats conducting themselves, that's not their natural get down. But whoever did that was looking just to get one of those viral moments. But that's social media right now. Not everybody, but there's a lot of cats looking for that type of attention. It's like, and it sucks. It's like, shit, you got your homie, the solid, he came to get his, and he know he messed up. He put it out there. He didn't hide from me. He just like, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, they did it wrong with that. But that ain't your homeboy. If your homie film you getting your ass beat, you know what I mean? If it ain't for educational purposes, that ain't your homeboy. Indianapolis in the house. That's right. I got family out there too. Last time I went to freaking Arkansas. Yeah, like a family reunion. It's a gang of people from Indianapolis. We got a few families out there, but yeah. But yeah, that was some JCat shit. Like I never filmed my homie getting his ass whooped. And if anything, I'll be in there swinging. But a DP, yeah, whoever filmed that needs to get DP themselves. But you see one of his homeboys are like, nah, don't do that. But and that fool was still trying to move around. And that's motherfucker that's desperate. The one that recorded needs to be put on. Hey, yeah, straight out. That is snitching. It's like, dude, I was watching this other cat and he was talking about that. But it's funny because he does the same thing. You know what I mean? He like likes to expose shit and tell every little detail, but yet when it came to C-Max, you know, uh it didn't fit his agenda, so he shifted it. But yeah, hell yeah, that's snitching. I would never even I don't care if I don't like the food, like it's different, like you know, educational purposes. Like I said, if a two fight got caught slipping, he got smacked, even then I would just leave it. You know what I mean? That would be on somebody else to I can't control what they do, but me personally, I'm not gonna do nothing like that. It's just out of care. Are you familiar with the Midwest style of banging or not? You know what? To be honest, there's homies on the thing right now from Atlanta. You know what I mean? And when I first started, there was a what Negra from New York, another homie from Southside Locals and out there in Atlanta, and then now I stay in contact pretty much with the homie from Tiny Locals, but he's busted. You know what I'm saying? Next to he's good. Yeah, man. You know how it is. It's like I'm it just to think about it. Every time I've been busting neighborhood cars like real big, so and it's on the street, so to show up and take your ones, it's like so you know the homies that okay, come to the neighbor, you got a 6-pack, you know, that's when you messed up and it can go either way. And in that situation, they're gonna DP you. It's definitely you're gonna put they're gonna put hands on you. They could have put feet on him, but from what I heard, yeah, which is good. Because dude seems solid. Like it's just and I think one of the homies was busted with him. He just one of those fools is off, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, whoever filmed that should get the beat out of him. Imagine we did something like that, man, we'll get smashed. Any camera phone coming out, period, when there's a homie getting disciplined, it's man, we probably gonna end up getting blasted because that shit that's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's crazy. Let's see, Parasite. That's right, big dog. Damn. I ran into a few homies from Perez Maravilla, and then there was some other hood that I had ran into, like a couple. It's been a while, but I think I was what was I at? Either in Ironwood or Calapat with them. But it's been a few places. Oh, Corcoran. Corcoran, I was with the homie. Gang of haters. There's fools that hate that fool. They don't even know him. It's just it's cause his shit blowing up. You know what I mean? It's like his shit blowing up. It's like have you seen the thing to book C-Mac? Like it costs money. You got to unless he like really mess you. I remember I tried to get an interview with him just because you know he was blowing up, like you know, and then I just liked the fact that he was really about his business. But I guess whoever was trying to run his thing at that time, I think it was a fraud. Dude's like talking about 5 racks. I'm like, I won't even give a homie 5 racks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not gonna give you 5 racks. You might get 200. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you are, but I'm not gonna give you no 5 racks to interview you. And it's if for the most part, most of the homies on my channel are homies, so the interest in them outside of like the comical shit, they're not really gonna pay attention to in the first place, but you know, I know there is Keyways and Damus on the channel, but for the most part, it's all homies and then, you know, occasional haters and two fires that be in the shadow and shit, you know. Doesn't see the break. Aquí estoy. My break watching. Hey, gracias, big dog. Hey, it's crazy. Like this little, like with the music thing, like people keep asking where I'm going with that, but it's basically after this year, I'm gonna drop an album and then I'm done with it. But with the FMO shit, I'm gonna continue pushing because I'm starting to get like other fools up under the, you know, hopefully create a label in the future. But the podcast, that I'm gonna try to bring shine to a lot of people that don't got it. There's a lot of raw talent out there that just ain't getting that shine. I plan on bringing a few homies on the next episode, but try to keep that little balance. The last one was me, Risky, another Southside, and the homie Blacks from Artesia. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? To keep that little balance going. Think about that fool scene, man. I'll just say it again, like dude handled this wax, dog. You know what I mean? It's like he didn't run from it, you know, and on the street you can hide. You can go a different, it don't matter how famous you are, you can hide. It's not hard to duck fools, you know what I mean? Just go out at certain times, do certain and move a certain way. But he went. You got down on the He with God now. I fuck with it. Yeah, hey, that song right there, it's like it's crazy because that beat a few people try to get and they wanted it, but I had bought the beat outright and they try to do some little sneaky shit, but you know, it's just one of those things just to show a little versatility. I ain't the best rapper, I'll say that off the back, but I get to talk my shit and it's fun, you know what I mean? And you know, hopefully I add a little bit more to FMO every song that I put out. This one that I just put out, like put it out yet. I'm gonna show you guys in a second exactly what the song sounds like. Some already know, some have not heard the whole song, but I figure I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there anyway, so I can get that. You know, some people ain't gonna like it, but it's one of those things like, you know, you got to get people's honest opinion. If not, you know what I mean, you might be thinking you running around dropping bangers, this would be straight garbage, you know. But teach their own. Audio hella messed up, bro. It is. Let me see. How about now? Let me see, because I think this mic. Yeah, it might be the mic. I don't know. Let me see if I can fix that. I might have. I don't want to stop the live, but you good? You know what? Let me see if I got. Do you think gangbanging has become about drug dealing than love for the? To be honest, I think gangbanging has, and it's no shot at to the homies that's getting it now, but I think it's breaking up. Man. Let me see. Let me see. It may be colliding with the, because I'm using the webcam and then the mic's kind of like. Let me see this OBS. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hello. Yeah, it's something with this thing. I'm gonna have to work with the audio just to make sure I get it right. Cause I even right here, I'm not really seeing it move. It may be because I'm trying to upload this video at the same time. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Like with the whole mic thing. Like I don't know what the hell is up with it. But yeah, with C-Mac, man, it's like, you know, I didn't really speak on the video because I you know, most people be like it's a keyway thing, and it is. It's on the neighborhoods, like and pretty much it's hood to do and say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, it is something on the internet to talk about, you know, and for the most part, when you're on YouTube, that shit is about views anyway. You're constantly trying to get your views up. But with the podcast, like, man, like I think if we continue doing what we need to do on the podcast, I think we could get it a lot bigger as far as like a wider audience, because I got cats in Chicago from multiple gangs, you know what I mean? You got the Vice Lords, you got the GDs and other people that listen to it. So, and they've been tuning in, got NY trying to do. And what we trying to do is create a lane, like a real lane. Cause right now, there ain't no real lane. I mean, you got homies podcast, but it just they cater to homies and only homies that got like, I won't say prestige, but the ones that are really like doing things. Other than that, it's like, you know, you kind of on the back burner, but you got some homies out there really doing it. You got that dude, Nico, not the other one, but some little youngster named Nico. He can rap. He can rap his ass off. I think he used to be with Bella the Trap rapper, but I haven't really heard nothing outside of like his freestyles on his page. You got my boy Risky Rich doing his thing. You got another homie that's out of the southeast that's doing his thing beside Bozo Bam, that could spit. So it's time to bring these dudes up out of obscurity. You know what I'm saying? And there's some spitter, like you got fools that stack they bars. Who else? Press might come back and do his thing. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no hating on no homies. Like, I'm not hating on nobody. Like, if you can get it, get it. Like, it's like I said when people be like, oh, about the rap shit. Of course, I know I ain't gonna get famous off of it, but I told homies before I left Ironwood that when I did get out, that I would do it, and I did drop a couple, but it was just on somebody else's. I didn't really think after, you know, that I would continue and do it myself. I didn't even know Snoop Dogg about Death Row Records. That's crazy. And I'm starting to see a lot of Death Row shirts. I was like, you know what I mean? I was just watching something on Suge Knight. People were saying that he got punked out or something. He don't want to bang Pyru, but that's how it goes sometimes. You know, when you get in that cage, it's like you're either with it or you're not. Hoodstock, I heard something about Hoodstock. Like, I heard they're good on there, but the dude has never reached out to me. You know what I mean? There's a few cats like they've never reached out to me. It's kind of like, but I get it. You know what I mean? I'm like on a different page than them. And for the most part, it's like my shit gets controversial at times. So they probably like, I'm good. I think what's that? The one dude from Maravilla, he was on Hoodstock. I heard he stopped going on because he didn't like the way that dude was treating his own woman or whatever. I don't know. It was, but yeah. It's a two-way street. Fool, reach out. You know what? Because I don't know him. And now that I got this podcast, it's kind of like, now it's like I'm doing my own thing. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's not just like based on one part. Hey, fool, from Vlad 7608. What? Yeah, like hopefully, you know what I mean? We get to the point to where like we have people on there that actually have conversation. Like the thing, like even with the first one with the homie from Artesia and the homie from Little Mobsters, Riz, it's because I knew they were gonna crack people up, they're gonna laugh, they were gonna be stiff, and that's what you need. You want people to see beyond just the bald-headed cholo or the fool that they want to see fools just get up there and just go stupid. And that's exactly like on every episode we go stupid. This next one I'm supposed to put up, it's a little bit more political and people might be a little frustrated by it, but it's it's honest opinions. And I think that's the conversation a lot of us need to have. Honest opinions. You may not support politics, but I mean they're in our face 24/7 and they constantly have the power to change. We live our life. I'm proud of you. Hey, gracias, big dog. But yeah, that's why I do it. You know what I mean? Like I got my son on there because my son got a different perspective on a lot of different things. His shit is more like on the European style rap, like the more Scandinavian side of it, the NY drill scene, the Chicago drill scene. So it's like I think he brings a different perspective when he actually starts interviewing people. And then I'm trying to introduce him to other homies that are doing it so he learns from them because he's half Mexicano. You know what I mean? He got my blood and his mom's blood, so I'm trying to show him that, you know what I mean, that it doesn't have to be just one-sided, like his black side, you know what I mean? He got the other. Yeah, but that's basically what we're gonna do on the podcast, man. Is just really try to, but real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and play this song for you real quick, and then I'll go back to talking. Hopefully you can give me your honest opinion. Even if I fuck with you, if it's garbage, just say it, man. You know what I mean? It is disrespectful, so hopefully they don't demonetize it. Yeah, hey, yeah, that it's crazy, dog. How many fools are you finding out that are actual snitches? And that's another thing. Even with the dude Whack, he talks about fools, but it's like, damn, you dealt with him. You know what I mean? Like, you still consider you say my homie, and it's like once they do that, it's like that's a wrap. But hold on, let me just go ahead and put this on. Hopefully you guys can hear it. But yeah, honest opinions, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care if you cook me. It's just what it is, Let me see if I can get it. I'll turn it up. Hold on. Oh. Let's go. Okay.
First time grabbing. Now I was 9, so step out, gas me up. He from 7 foot of phase, you better not pass or nothing. Go, you try to test me, I send these bullets at your SRT. Bitch, I'm effing more, Philly Mortal, do not come for me. Bomb boxing you out, that's low from in that beam lift. Blicky make you twirl, but the fact to make your team drift. Bop it like you mean crip, I'm like what you mean crip. Bodies double S, this ain't no motherfucking secret, here we go. I'll put a 30 on that chopstick. These suckers want me dead, cause they bitch suck my pasta. Cold-blooded bitch, she a hoe, but she know 3 or 4. So to break your bitch and have your mama flock your granny home. You ain't no killer pussy squatting piss. Fuck your favorite rapper, control armies with no politics. Went up this rash, get the beat like he Honda's wrist. Went up this rash, get the beat like he Honda's wrist. Cause I'm a stone fucking psychopath. Doubless the fact you fuck a bust, you ain't gotta laugh. A1 Ace on the park, always put it on the map. The Oscar wanna kill me cause they homie died, ain't coming back. Mikey was a bitch who caught that fine, so he ain't getting up. 30 fucking years, how we out, bitch, you ain't dropped nothing. 30 fucking years, how we out, bitch, you ain't dropped nothing. 30 fucking years, how we out, bitch, you ain't bitch, my eyes be off fake. Bugsy was that bitch, caught the pellets and took his whole face. Now he in the river with fishes, you fucking no name. That's how you kill a guppy, cocaine. First time grabbing me, now I was not so step out, gas me up. He from 107, fuck a phase, you better not pass or nothing. If you try to test me, I send these bullets at your SRT. Bitch, method more, Philly mortal, do not come for me.
They say they coach, nigga play ball. I feel like Kobe when I'm shooting, nigga, no loss. Pussies always get the crown when it's no kill. Pussy know what's poppin' when it's poppin', raw deal. Like 45th from like I said, get your shit back. I heard you cry, little shit, come get your lick back. Pussy nigga, you don't want no funk, body speak nigga. It's little monsters to the death until I sleep, killer. Stop all that capping on the internet. The homie died, you ain't slap pussy when I kill it. You say you want me dead, pussy fell twice. FMO, whip you, send your body to the afterlife, be gone.
Bitch, I'm back with that mock stick. My odds, bitch, that's a fact, don't try to pop it. I'm in your section with the fully about to drop shit. You on the head like a whole smoking cock dick, bitch. I miss a 9300 soccer Red Bull. Pussy wanna live, eat these bullets, turn to Deadpool. Southside, bitch, I've been the man since your dad died. Zaza disrespectful for his granny and the Zaza. These rappers capping for the internet. I bust a dive for trying to hide artists in the crack. These rappers capping for the internet. I bust a dive for trying to hide artists in the crack. We gon' keep it 1-1 to the 3 when we walking down. Kendall Buzzer see me, that's a fag getting ran down. Bullets in his face, made him famous, he on t-shirt. Spartan kick the whip with 2-2-3, so hit that reverse. Fuck you and everything you claim, plus your mama too. Office on the parking on the head, bitch, I'll body you, be gone. Office on the parking on the head, bitch, I'll body you, be gone.
Yeah, it's that one's crazy because when I first originally did it, the slight hook was supposed to be a lot faster, and then I was supposed to slow down when I actually hit the verse. But I don't know, I don't smoke weed, but every time I get in the studio like that, just the contact be fucking me up. Like I really be, and then I'll just lose myself for a second. Even like on certain parts, I switch the word, you know what I mean? But it's like I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? Pretty much I got the beat just as a throwaway song because the album I'm doing, TYOD, that one's all drill. Like I'm gonna try to really like focus on like drilling it, and then that'll be my last album, my first and my last, you know what I mean? But hopefully it get enough traction to actually push my boy into the spotlight. If not, like, you know, let's build the team. Do you have Spotify? Track is dope. Yeah, I'm about to. It depends on the comments. If people want to hear it, I'll drop it on Spotify. If not, I'll hold it like I held that one by Billionaire Black because I want to redo that one. Hey, good looking out, man. I know it ain't everybody's cup of tea, but it's like, you know. That was the whole track, you know what I mean? But yeah, who knows? I might actually redo it. There's another song that I had did. It was a more of a New York style, but you know, with my style of rap. But I want to redo that one because it just sounded a little bit too soft. Clumsy people was good with the old homie, you know, dog. The old people. I remember last time the homie was talking about the gray hairs. I said, man, that to be living this long, that's like a badge of honor, dog. Fool could have been dead a long time ago. There's a lot of wars in prison, and when nothing in prison, in streets, dog. They taking fool souls out here. This generation is wild, dog. It's like it's crazy because I had heard something and fools are talking about, you know, young, you know, old fools still out doing what they have to do, and they were asking, you know, talking my input, and I said, you know what? It's because the youngsters you deal with nowadays, they only respect death and only respect disrespect. Like that's how it is. So you gotta stay ready. I hit the store and fools be. You know, I'm old, dog. You can see the gray hairs, you know. fools will still be on me. So I had to press back in order to let them know, like, look, dog, it ain't what you want. You know what I mean? But these youngsters is crazy, man. Like in the 90s, we were crazy. We just did things different. Like now it's like a simple what can turn into getting blown down. Like you know, and you got to make it home to your kids. So it's like, you know, do you really want to go there? It's like, so it's like a, you know, either stalemate or get off. I gotta call this the song, I guess. All good. I'm, you know, if enough people like it, I'll go ahead. I ain't gonna do like that one. You know, people be like, "Oh, we'll drop 200 likes." Nah, if I get enough people I see actually like the song, I'll go ahead and drop it. But I got other stuff coming. That was just something, like I said, it was a beat that was like mostly a throwaway. It's a good beat, but it's like, you know, trying to test myself, see what I can actually come off on and what I can't. Because there's some beats that's like, there's some beats I got some beats. I'll be like, every time I listen to them, I was like, oh, what was I thinking? Even trying to, you know, get on that beat. There's one, it's a, I did on King Squad. It's supposed to be a compilation. I think he's kind of keeping under wraps, but it's supposed to be a compilation. It's going to be Chicago, NY, and then Los Angeles in the Valley. Like, so, but on that one, I came off way different. It took me back to when I actually used to write bars, not just throw shit out there. Like really used to go into metaphors. But you know, that's a compilation. So, you know, I got to do the verse. I already wrote the verse already. You know what I mean? I just got to go spit it and slide it. Hey, there's some fools out there. It's crazy, dog, just to be able to, you know, sit down in the studio and do something that you love, and knowing that it's not really going nowhere, but it's just, you know, that somewhere, because like when you look in like the categories, you'll see your song next to fools that's been doing it for a while and they're really good. So it's like shit, you know, just to know that somewhere or another you put a little piece of yourself out there. And yeah, for the most part it's disrespectful, but I deal with disrespect 24/7. Like I'm telling you, like it's so much hate out there. You don't even it's hate. But like I said, 30 years you still ain't dropped nothing. It's like, and that's not even to egg fools on, but it's real. It's like when you think about it, it's like, say if you say you got beef with a certain hood, but you've been beefing since what? I'm 43, dog. So you've been beefing since, you know what I mean? And through all that time, none of your homeboys died from these fools or any. Like you didn't have fools get shot, but only a couple. The rest is like, so you think about it, like, do we really have beef or are we just frustrated? You know what I mean? It's like you got to think about it like that, and especially if you can, if they know that you've dropped them fools or you've did shit to them, it's like, but they have never came back and did nothing outside of right on walls. So it's kind of like, can't even consider fools your enemies. It's just like, and I'm too old to be chasing shadows, like searching for fools on the street. Like, you know, if you see me and it's like it's up, then it's up. Other than that, it's like I'm going about my way, dog. I got too much shit to look forward to. Yeah, that's how it is, dog. And there's a lot of fools that are homies that got raw talent, dog, but they get discouraged by the smallest shit. And I tell them, man, you got to put it out there. Or they got homies that they'll try to get at, and these dudes won't even do. Like, this fool got raw talent. Like, it's just scared of that competition. That's why you notice homies will go at it with other homies just for that notoriety. Like, to me, that's you know, fuckery. You know what I mean? That's just. In some valley, what spot apparel? Hey, I like Louis V, but that Louis Vuitton is another one, dog. Cats are, they try to take the socks hat. Like in some valley, you knew, like when you know who's who. Like in the valley, I can tell if, I mean, food don't really dress like cholo no more, but just certain ways you conduct yourself, certain shit you wear, we already knew. It's like Violent. They went through the, you know, certain styles of dress to the quebradita look, like, you know what I mean, to the rebel look. You're running into that. Like even when you went to Reseda, you know, you had the foods from it's crazy, dog. Like you knew foods off the back. Pacoima could go and I would know exactly that. They didn't even have to have one pirate hat on. Sanfed, I knew theirs off the back. You know, you see them fools, they got a lot of San Francisco hats, like, you know what I mean? You'll know them. They had a certain style to them. SD in the house. That's right, big dog. Hey, you know it's trip, dog. I was talking to the homie last time. He was like, some of the spots used to go, and I remember Pozole, they had a good spot. You had the homie from Sherman, uh, Logan Heights. Logan Heights was a no-go because Chicano Park, they don't fuck around. So, but then you had the homies from Lomita, the homie from Eastside San Diego, Poway, National City. Man, like I've ran into fools just there, but even when I was on the street, like back in the days, you know, fools used to be running around all twacked out, you know what I mean? We're younger, and San Diego was that spot, you know what I mean? Where you could, I remember the cruise spot in San, just like I was talking to some Haina about the Bristol, when Bristol used to be cracking in Orange County. There used to be the cruise spots. Whittier Boulevard was cracking. San Fernando had the canyon and all that. Like, man, those times are gone now, though. One time, hit the like button. One time, yeah, that's right. Hit the like button. Follow your boy if you don't follow, man. Like, I'm gonna try to go live. Hopefully, I can get a different setting in the back. But like I said, with the podcast, we just trying to keep it podcast. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't really want to take that to the studio, and then plus, you know, it's a little bit more respectable where we go. Hey, it's crazy out there, dog. Remember, like you had the Lomita village and you had the Sangres right there too. Like when I was busted, I was telling the homie I was right next to some fool spank booty from I think from I forgot which San Diego hood, Pyro he was from, but I've been with a gang of fools, man. Like it's just like you run into cats, some cats didn't like me, you know what I mean? It's like you see a black dude running a Mexican, they're like, oh hell no, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know. Now I'm like I said, I'm an old dude, you know what I mean? So it's like it ain't no getting around it. You know what? A lot of my homies came like they lived in West LA, so when they start claiming, it's like that's the first thing I remember was Vacuum Sur. Like it was just, you know what I mean? And that's why on my neighbor Sunland Park Local Sur. That S is on the even should be locals, but that's a reminder of what you know what used to be. And then you know, plus you had the homies from like the car club that ended up getting into the neighborhood when it changed. But some Valley is like, man, what we had Diallo, we had Biden, had Soul. Soul is old school, but you know, it is they had their time, you know what I mean? It's like Hart Street in North Hollywood, you know what I mean? They had their time, and then it just Biden came and literally took everything except ours. Spank Booty from yeah. Spank Booty was a fool, man. That fool had a rap. It was like over 1,000 bars. He used to be spitting that. But his set I used to mess with too. But them fools ended up fighting in the cell, and after that they split them up. But yeah, I think I was a Spank Booty in Tehachapi. Yeah, I think I was with him in Tehachapi. And then after that, all that shit happened, and boom. Yeah, but Spank Booty was a real one too, man. I just talked to one of the homies that was talking about him. But yeah, so I've been with a gang of fools, man. Like I don't think there's outside of like the new ones. I don't think no Vargon or no Blood or Crips that I haven't been around. Like even Tasmanian, like they got all types of hoods, sex jerks, like hoods that would be more obscure. When EWF before they got into some got into Black Peastone, some got into Two Piece. Before Wizard Ave was even a Crip gang, the NAPs, you know, MW, the man, a gang of hoods, NWA, KRS, man, a gang of hoods, dog. Like it's that shit is crazy how big they got. You know what I mean? Even homies from the SGV, man. I used to be doing a lot of time with them in camps and everything, but it was always love. You know what I mean? It's like once fools get past it, because at first, you know, fools don't trust you. They're like, this fool just, you know. But then they see that you're really about your business. You know, you get with them knuckleheads. Oh, you would just if you got IG, just hit me at Zod Rese in my DM and we could talk about that. Run that song back. Hopefully, I'll run it back. Hopefully, I don't run nobody off the channel. But I'll run it back for the people that haven't been here. Like I said, I need some help, but you know. Bear with me.
Let's go. Okay. First time grabbing it, I was nice, so step out, gas me up. He from 107, fuck the face, you better not pass or nothing. Go, you try to test me, I send these bullets at your SRT. Bitch, I'm FMR, Philly, mortal, do not come for me. Pound boxing out, that's low from when that beam lift. Blicky make you talk, but the fact to make team drift. Bop like you mean crip. I'm what you mean crip. Ballers double S, this ain't no motherfucking secret. Here we go. I put a 30 on that chopstick. These suckers want me dead, cause they bitch suck my pasta. Cold blooded bitch, she a hoe, but she no 304. How to break your bitch and have your mama flock your granny home. You ain't no killer pussy squatting piss. Fuck your favorite rapper, control armies with no politics. Went up this rash, get the beat like he Honda's wrist. Went up this rash, get the beat like he Honda's wrist. Cause I'm a stone fucking psychopath. Double S, the fact you fuck a bus, you ain't gotta lack. A1 Ace on the park, always put it on the map. The Oscar wanna kill me cause they homie died, ain't coming back. Mikey was the bitch who caught that fine, so we ain't getting up. 30 fucking years how we out, bitch, you ain't drop none. 30 fucking years how we out, bitch, you ain't drop none. 30 fucking years how we out, bitch, you ain't drop none. Bitch, my eyes be off fake. Bugsy was that bitch, caught the pellets and took his whole face. Now we in the river with fishes, you fucking no name. That's how you kill it. The guppy cocaine. First time grabbing it, I was nice, so step out, gas me up. 7 fuck a phase, you better not pass or nothing. If you try to test me, I send these bullets at your SRT. Bitch, I'm FMR, Philly mortal, do not come for me.
They say they chokes, nigga play ball. I feel like Kobe when I'm shooting, nigga, no loss. Pussies always get the crown when it's no kill. Pussy know what's poppin' when it's poppin' raw deal. Like Cody Flipper, like I said, get your shit back. I heard you cry, little shit, come get your leg back. Pussy nigga, you don't want no funk, body's weak, nigga. That's little monster to the death until I sleep, killer. Stop all that gabbing on the internet. Your homie died, you ain't stop pussy when I'll kill it. You say you want me dead, pussy fell twice. FMO, you send your body to the afterlife, be gone.
Bitch, I'm back with that mock stick. My odds, bitch, that's a fact, don't try to pop it. I'm in your section with the fully about to drop shit. You on the net like a whole smoking cock dick, bitch. I miss a 9300 soccer Red Bull. Pussy wanna live, eat these bullets, turn to Deadpool. Southside, bitch, I've been the man since your dead eye. It's also disrespectful for this granny outside. These rappers capping for the internet. I bust a dive for trying to hide, I heard it's selling crack. These rappers capping for the internet. I bust a dive for trying to hide, I heard it's selling crack. We gon' keep it 1-1 to the 3 when we walking down. Can the buzzer see me? That's a fat getting ran down. Bullets hit his face, made him famous. He on t-shirt. Spark kicked the whip with 2-2-3, so hit that reverse. Fuck you and everything you claim, plus your mama too. I was only parking on the ass, bitch. I'll body you, be gone. I was only parking on the ass, bitch. I'll body you, be gone.
Hey, yeah, that song right there, like it's crazy because, like, you know, the Bay, dog, they got their own style and they're hard at what they do. I'm talking about everything from Slow Beat to R.I.P. Briz to, it's just the list goes on and on exactly what type of do. So it's like I couldn't get on their level. They got their own language, and you know what I mean? We got our own little style and shit, especially being from down south. So it's like I couldn't imitate them and didn't want to. I just kept it my way of rap. Just, you know, it's like you get a beat and you just try it. Like, okay, let me see if I can come on this one. And you know, that's what came out of it. The thing is, like, when my boy Risk just started rapping last year, so he like, I test him all the time. Like, okay, FMO, like, let me see where you can come with this one. And I throw him some curveballs. I threw him one from Chicago that was so crazy. I think that's the one I'm gonna get next, clutching. But curveball, he was like, hold on, where I go with it? I said, man, just see what you think about the beat. You feel it, you go. Socks like, what's up? And that's the thing, even with that song, like, you know what I mean? Fool's like, oh, well, why you do? It's like, Well, I don't know, dog. I'm a Cowboy fan, but you know what I mean. I might have to just go for the city because, but for the most part, may the best man win. You know what I mean? But if the Rams win, the city gonna be turned up, and they don't like bringing sports shit to the city. It's like see, cars getting flipped over. This, oh, you're a Raider fan? Hey, I look at let me just say it, dog. When it comes to football, if you the only team that really just chaps my ass is the 49ers. I've never liked that team. It would get so serious that we would be fighting the homies. Like, but of course, you know, we get over it, but because some of them fools are all Cowboy fans and then they switched up and went 49ers. So when the 49ers start winning, it's like we'll be in there going body like hot. You know what I mean? They turned their whole family to 49er fans. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and then my base mom is a 49er fan. Daughter's a 49er fan. Like, other son's an Eagle fan. The young one, I don't know yet. You know what I mean? But it's like that. But yeah, I actually like the Raiders. You know what I mean? Especially the colors. That was like the hood colors of Los Angeles. So like you knew for a gangster, you catch him in that Raider jersey, or he at least lived in the hood. You know what I mean? But yeah, you Raider fans are just a little bit too crazy for me though. It's crazy because if you go to a bar when the Raiders are playing and they lose, you liable to get stabbed, beat, shot. You see what they did in Fresno. I think I was in High Desert at that time. And yeah, right in the bar, they lost and start stabbing fools up. And then the one when they played the Chargers, I don't know, was it the Super Bowl? I forgot who they played in the Super Bowl. Fans are getting stabbed. I said, man, these Raider fans are just whacked out. I think you fools just get in there on full octane or something. Remember Terrell Owens spiked the ball. Yeah, dog. That's why when he came to the Cowboys, I just wasn't dealing with him. I didn't like him, dog. They'd be like, T.O., I'd be like, ugh. You know? Yeah, I'm serious about this Cowboy shit. My posse, he at the house right now, but that fool, he come in with the Green Bay shit. I'd be like, oh, straight cheesehead. But yeah, Bombard, at least mom come in. She, you know, she's a Cowboy, you know what I mean? But I know she used to be a Pittsburgh fan when she was younger. You just took a fart, dog, and did that shit stink? That's how it is, dog. Yeah, but that's basically, you know what I mean, what I wanted to cover as far as like, you know, what's next. How'd you become a Cowboy fan in Cali? Because a lot of my family is from Texas. Like I tell you, the first team that I liked, like I used to go for, was the Houston Oilers. I like their color, dog. Even before, you know, I just like their color. Eric Dickerson, I used to play his on Tecmo Bowl. Remember that might be a little bit too old for some of you young cats, but yeah, Tecmo Bowl, I used to always play them. Indianapolis guy would play Eric Dickerson. But you know, even like with basketball, I always liked players. You know what I mean? You had Clyde Drexler, you had Hardaway, you had KJ, you had all these players, you know what I mean? That I used to just like individual players. Dodgers, because Dodgers the city, you know what I mean? What's up with my boy? I sent my saludos from East Side, San Jose, VTG. Saludos to you and all the homies out there, you know what I mean? It's crazy because I just, you know, when it comes to the homies out there, it's like last time when I had went to Oakland, it was like a lot of little controversy, like, you know what I mean? Even the songs that I've been doing, it's like, you know, fools seem to be a little bit mad about it. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, dog. I used to be on that motherfucker lighting shit up. That Madden I tried to play, dog. My son running over me, dog. It just, you know, so I had to let that go. But it's, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Oh man, dog, I could dig in these boxes, not even on this side, but on the other side, because it's two sides of the shit. Hey, and I literally PS4. I got the PS4, but I can pull out all like the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, the PSPs. Like, dog, I be collecting consoles, dog. Nope, I'm with you, bro. Yes. Yeah, hey. Yes, channel, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to go live more, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to go live with my son, but I think we're gonna do that on the other channel. But I think he had to go to Orange County or something. So, but hopefully we get that in. In fact, I'm still waiting for this other one to upload. If it does, then I'll just be dropping the next one tonight. There'll be some hot foods on that one. I could tell you that all the way around. Like we're just clowning, dog. It's just one of those things and shit. But for the most part, it's pretty good live. You know what I mean? There's a few people. I know before I used to have like about 100 people on this month, but you know, is getting back into that mode. Don't be a cheat. Hey, I'm telling you, dog, that's how it is. Like in Palmdale, it's like what fiber, you know what I mean? It's they still doing certain shit, so it's not as good. Oh, Boss Savvy, we was in the gym, like, but you know that he a little hurt right now, so he can't do nothing. But as soon as he gets certain shit straight, we'll be right back in there. Yeah, snowboarding. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not gonna hold you guys for too long. I might go live again tomorrow. But for the most part, man, hopefully, you know, in the comment, if you watch the video later, tell me what you think about the song and if I should drop it. With that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your night.